What's up, Savvy Expats? So we are in the province of my grandfather. See you later, dudes. Bye. And Pagbilao, Quezon, and right now we are passing out school supplies to the local schools within the area. Let's go. What's up, Savvy Expats? So we are in the mountains of my grandparents' hometown in Pagbilao, Quezon. Now, if you know where Pagbilao, Quezon is, it's pretty much near Lucena in Quezon province, which is about 2 hours outside of Manila. This is where my grandparents grew up in, and we're taken back from the US into the roots of where it all started with my grandparents. Now, what are we doing here? We are actually passing out school supplies to the local schools within the areas up in the mountains, because a lot of these schools are pretty remote, and not to mention they don't even have the funds in the first place to have school supplies. So what we're doing is, with the donations from the channel, also with the donations from my grandparents' foundation that they've been running for over 50 years now, which is actually based in Chicago, Illinois, and a lot of the locals from Lucena that live in Illinois actually donate back here to their home province in the Philippines. So we're going to be using your donations that you guys generously supported us with, as well as the donations of a lot of Filipino Americans. Now, if you want to support more of this cause and help the local schools within the Philippines, then by all means, please check out the link down below. You'd be doing a great service for the local Filipino people here and the children here. So without further ado, I'm out of breath. I don't know, maybe it's the altitude, but let's go pass out these school supplies. So, Savvy Expats, this will be a pretty raw vlog of the experience. They told me to put on a mask, so we're gonna do that. Taking us back to the old days, you know what I mean? And as you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous here in the province. Beautiful palm trees. Actually, the weather is amazing right now because it's only 8:20, but I bet you when it's afternoon, it's gonna be absolutely hot. And here we are at the first school. All right, we have a basketball court in the front. Here the school children are coming out. There they are. Grandpa, ano pangalan sa school na to?
Bagong bungan din.
Bagong bungan.
Bagong bungan.
Bagong bungan.
Yeah.
Okay, yan yung pronunciation, guys. All right, I've been brushing up on my Tagalog a bit. A lot of it's attributed to my grandfather, although he gets annoyed with speaking Tagalog with me because I don't always know how to pronounce all the words. But Bagong Bungan in Pagbilao, Quezon, this is an elementary school here. And as you can see, there's all the children coming up and sitting down. Alright, and so while they set up, they're just organizing the children back there. I want to show you guys what not a typical, but a local classroom would look like out in the province of the Philippines. As you can see, this is actually quite a nice classroom here in the Philippines. You have your typical desks right here where the children can do their schoolwork while the teacher's up here teaching. Now, what actually struck me about this classroom is that they have a Samsung TV as well as a computer. I don't know what kind of computer that is, but that's what struck me about this place, because I mean, that's not very typical of a province, but I do believe that this is one of the schools that my grandfather and his foundation has been supporting. So very beautiful.
Thank you.
guys are curious about actually what's in these school supply packages, just your basic school supplies, stuff like scissors, glue, pencil sharpeners, pencils, crayons, notebooks, and whatnot. And Grandpa, how often do you guys do these mission outreaches to the
Almost
schools?
that time it's almost every year.
Almost every
But
year.
It was discontinued during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
Almost 3 years.
He's
Yeah.
talking about the foundation.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
foundation.
Yeah.
Because during the pandemic, you guys had to
Yeah,
shut
we
it.
stopped.
You guys had to stop.
Ah.
No contact with the kids.
Of course.
Was there still school running here when the pandemic was going on?
No.
Not at all.
Stop.
Oh, it stopped for completely 2 years. Yeah. And this is all donations from
Different sources.
different sources. Okay. And one of the primary donations is from Filipinos in the U.S. diba?
Yeah, United States.
Yeah,
And
Filipino.
from Pagbilawid too.
Oh, from Pagbilawans too. Very nice. And so, as you guys saw, and I overheard this lady talking to my grandfather, she was saying that the court was actually donated from the former governor here, and then the actual school itself and the building was donated by my aunt, who was the former mayor, or excuse me, governor here in Quezon. So, very nice, great experience. And it was actually, it really warmed up my entire week, because just seeing the smile on those kids' face, as well as what my grandfather is doing here in the Philippines that I wasn't even completely aware of 2 years back, is absolutely amazing. So I think we have a few more good to pass out. We have these packages in the back. So let's go. Alright, so we are at our next school stop, which this one was only 15 minutes away from Bangbungan. And from the looks of it, this school is still in the process of being constructed. There it is right there. It's an elementary school again. But yeah, from the outside, everything is still developing. Alright guys, so here we are at the school. This is inside of one of the schools. Obviously this one has a different layout than the other schools, but which is interesting. They have a TV in this one as well. Pretty cool. And I'm sure there's actually a lot of grades here, being that there's several classrooms. Is this like the principal's office?
Most probably.
Yeah. Alright, so we just had a short meeting with the principal of this school called Bukal, which basically means a spring coming up. That's the name of the school. And while we were having our meeting, one of the kuyas was putting in some of the school supplies into the principal's office, which is where we're in. And now they're just sending in each grade to come and take their school supplies. So right now they're starting with grade 1. They're gonna come in and take the school supplies and hopefully make the most out of it. And so right now they're just taking out school supplies and passing it out to each kid. Here they are. And there they are. This is grade 1. They look very thrilled to have their school supplies. And so now they're taking these school supplies from the principal's office and passing it out to each grade, starting with grade 1. Here they are. They just received theirs. Very nice. Alright, and I believe this is grade 3 by now. Alright guys, so I believe that is now a wrap on passing out the donations to the kids around the schools. We passed out about maybe 15 to 20 boxes of school supplies to 2 different schools, so I would say today is a success. And we did that in a span of about 2.5 hours, so not bad, very efficient, and the whole process of this is very smooth. And if you're wondering how they do this, like my grandfather mentioned, they get their donations from several different sources, some from local Pagbilawans from this town, and other donations, most of the donations coming from a lot of Filipino American balikbayans living in Chicago, Illinois, giving giving back to their local town basically. So that's how they do this, and they have volunteers to pass out all of these materials for the kids. So great experience, and I really do believe it's making a big difference in the schools within the area.
All right, now it's beginning to be very hot.
And honestly guys, we probably come out to our hometown of Pagbilao, Quezon maybe once a month or every other month, and I'm just getting used to the routes of this area. And Pagbilao is a lot more developed as it used to be. Back then it used to be all jungle and whatnot, and I was very surprised to see that that school we were just at was only about maybe a 2-minute drive away from our ancestral home. So I was not expecting that. Here we are back at home, and this entire trip we came here yesterday, Sunday, and we just stayed overnight. So basically it's we had a 2-day stay here in Pagbilao to pass out these goods. It's always nice to come over here because it's a lot more quiet compared to BGC, but as you guys know, I love BGC, so I'm already excited to get back, although it's only been 2 days. Basically, all the donations that we got for the Pagbilao Foundation Incorporated, we stored it all in the living room of my grandparents' home, right over here. And then just this morning, we loaded it up into the car in the back. So we still have a ton of more donations in the living room. That was just our first trip. We're probably gonna do another 2 more trips to 2 other schools, most likely. So we got a lot more passing out to do. It's getting hot now, but it's great work. All right, time for round 2. Alright guys, so here we are at destination or school number 3, and we're getting ready to pass out some more of these school supplies, just unloading it right now. And this school is called Bigo Elementary School. Once again, all these schools are very close to each other, so they're probably about 5 to 10 minutes away from each other. And here we are in the courtyard area. Now, of course, you may have wondered how the Pagbilao Foundation is able to ensure that each kid from every school gets their school supplies, because obviously it would be pretty difficult to make sure that every single kid has school supplies without us running out of donations. But basically, the volunteers of this foundation, they go to each school and they get a basic head count of how many kids are in need of these supplies, and then once they gather their donations and put together these packages, you can have a basic idea of how many kids need these supplies, and then we pass it out to all of them. This comes in handy all the time. Oh, nice. Alright guys, now we are at our favorite, by far our favorite restaurant in Pagbilao. The beautiful part about this restaurant, it's right on the water. On top of that, it's ran by, I believe, guys from Hong Kong. So the food here is authentic Hong Kong style and with a twist of Filipino in it. So delicious food, and it's a lot of fresh seafoods and around the beach. So let me show you guys around. Here's the restaurant, Onsen. And as you can see right over there, there's the beach. Now, because this is our very favorite restaurant, I think it's worth showing you guys around. Stepping through those sliding doors, we find a fishing port. Sometimes you'll find kids over there occasionally swimming, but the majority of the time, because it is a fishing port, we'll find fishermen going around in their bangka, and even some of the bigger boats docked over there. So very beautiful location, and you can enjoy a delicious Hong Kong style meal with a gorgeous view like this. And what do they have here? Let's see what this is. I believe these are like some sort of dried shells or fruits. Not sure. This for sure is something from the sea that they've dried up, like seaweed or whatnot. Interesting. But yeah, I'm famished, absolutely famished, because they're passing out gifts for a total of maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. Now, I usually don't eat breakfast, but when it comes to being in the province, time just goes so slow. And I've talked about it several times on our videos that it's just like when you're in the province, what is 1 hour in the city is like 4 hours out here in the middle of, well, not really no man's land, but yeah, the province. So time goes a lot slower here, so I'm famished. Let's get something to eat, and I'll show you guys some of the food that we have here. Yeah. And this is why, guys, we love the food here so much. Not only do we have this beautiful view here, but also these spare ribs. Hong Kong style is the best. Chow fun fried rice, fresh shrimp, vegetables, and then more spare ribs over there. And then we still have some crabs, which are coming right now. Crab, and then more seafood like lapu lapu. Ah yes, there's a lapu lapu. That's a steamed lapu lapu. So you can't go wrong with it over here, guys. Alright, so we just wrapped up lunch. Very full. I'm about to fall into food coma. But we have some more deliveries to do. It's going to be a whole day affair. And if not, actually, I believe we're supposed to go to home BGC today. But because there's so much more boxes to deliver, I believe we're going to stay another night here in Pagbilao. But we're going to go back in the car. And I feel like taking a nap so bad. Round 3. See you later, dudes. Bye. Here we are at location number 4, I believe. Parang Pinagbayanan Elementary School. I hope I pronounced that right. So this is the elementary school. Very nice. Classrooms on the sides. In the middle they have a little courtyard. And we're gonna do the same exact thing. Pass out the school supplies. You guys know the drill. So all of the supplies on trip number 4 is going to be all donated to this school here, because as you may see on either side of these classrooms there are a ton of students at this school. So this school has so many kids to the point where back in the other school, my grandfather was the only one passing out all the supplies, but now we're doing double time. Also, we're on a time limit because school ends at 4 p.m. It's currently almost 2, and we want to pass out everything before the day ends so that we can get to BGC. If not, then we'll have to stay another day in Pagbilao to pass out the rest of the school supplies in our living room. So double time, guys. Gonna do it fast. Alright guys, so we are now at the 5th school. We had to walk through a very tight barangay, so all the kids are already exiting their school, and the truck that we're carrying all the boxes in cannot fit through these tiny roads. But we finally arrived, and here it is. An absolutely beautiful school for this area. This is Talipan Elementary School, as you can see there. And this should be the last shipment. Very nice fountain over there. I'm actually very surprised by this school right here. So it looks like we're gonna have to be carrying the boxes pretty far away from the school, just because we can't fit into the front of the barangay area. And something that's really interesting that I just found near this fountain right here, I just saw the kids running from all the way down here to here, is they have a flowing stream of water coming from under this school. So all the kids are getting their water from this clean stream. Very interesting, very cool. All right, like I said, all the boxes are very far from the school, so we're gonna have to do some heavy carrying. Gonna lift with the legs, not with the back. And so I will not be able to film that since I will have my hands full. Whew. All right, so we carried all of the boxes from the truck all the way here. It's quite a ways, quite a walk, and it's very tight and crowded. I don't know if you guys can see, but all the way back there, it's very hard to get through because all the kids are coming out of school and the parents are coming to pick them up. But this is by far the biggest school that we have donated to. By far. Talipan Elementary School. So we put all the donations right here. And then we have teachers and kids waiting there. And everybody exiting class. As you guys can see, there's a ton of kids here at Talipan Elementary School. So we're passing it out, all the supplies out from grade 1 up to grade 6, I believe. Alrighty, so we are back at home now. We finished passing out all of the school supplies, and we ended up doing this to 5 different schools within the local town of my grandparents in Pagbilao, Quezon. So I would say that today is a huge success. Probably more than 20 boxes, way more than 20 boxes passed out of school supplies. And one thing I noticed between all of these schools is that not one school did not offer us food, snacks, breakfast, merienda when we were passing out these school supplies. And it just goes to show the heart of the Filipino. They're so kind, so accommodating, and so hospitable. So today was a success. If you enjoyed this video, please like it so that we can get it out to more people and spread the generosity. And also, if you want to help support this cause, and your donations go a long way here in the Philippines to make an impact with the Filipino people, just a little bit goes a long way. So click the link down below if you want to help out and bless some of the children here in the Philippines. 100% of the proceeds will be used towards the children and the students here in the Philippines, and I'll keep you updated on all of that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.